So, you want to know about Polly's Forest? Well, welcome to the scuffed in-depth guide to Polly's Forest, grinding, node leveling, what nodes to unlock, and just all around fun of it. As you can see here, I'm in a nice open area, plenty of space to put down a little tent here, so you can get your buffs and everything like that. This is actually at Looney Cabin. That's probably one of the best areas to go to in order to drop your tent and just have the generalized middle area for all the better grind spots. So you also have Krugdala's Trace and Polly's Forest. Those two nodes completely cover all of Polly's. But as you can see, I only have Polly's Forest unlocked and leveled up. That's because basically anywhere you go around here, as you can see, affiliated node being Polly's Forest, every place falls under the Polly's Forest node. I don't actually know why that is, since Looney Cabin is technically closer to where we're at, but that is what it is, and so that's why I have Polly's Forest leveled up. Now, honestly, it doesn't really cost too much contribution points to do that. As you can see, it's 2 contribution points, and it's only 1 hop off Grana, so it was actually very easy to do. You might ask, what is the point of leveling up the node, investing my energy into that node? Well, as you can see, I actually get a higher drop rate. Item drop rate, that is. By investing in this node, the more that I level it up, the higher that drop rate is. So here at Polly's, you can get a lot of Ancient Spirit Dust, Caphras. You could even possibly get Manos Clothes. That's why I just have it leveled up, because, a little bit helps. Okay, let's go ahead and let's look at some different rotations. So remember, we're starting off here at Looney Cabin, okay? So if we run across down here, I'm just going to run all the way down this way for you guys so you can see exactly where I'm heading. Very easy to get to. Just right across this road here, and this is kind of the main road to Polly's Forest, you'll see that there's mobs. So if we go ahead and buff up over there at Looney's Cabin, we can just hang out here and we can start the rotation right here. It's actually quite simple. Kill these mobs here, then here, come around this way, and you're just kind of killing these mobs all in this kind of pattern. It's just one massive circle for the most part. Alright, and as you can see, we're back at the start of this rotation now. So that's kind of a smaller rotation. Now, a lot of people, when they're newer in the game with the lower AP, that's plenty enough of a rotation for them in order to grind this spot. However, let's say that you're over-clearing this area. Well, actually, if you come up here, once you kill this pack of mobs, if you just go straight up this way, as you can see, we have another little pack of mobs, which is also in a very nice circle. Well, I missed this little pack back here, but you get this pack and come up here. You'll just wrap around, back to here to the start, and straight back down, and you'll complete your circle right back to the start here. Now, one thing I'm going to add, if you do the extended rotation, after you kill this pack of mobs, leave this pack alive and go straight up there. That way, after you finish your last pack up here, you come down and you'll have this little pack here to kill, and you just keep going with your rotation. Now see, this is like one of the main rotations that I use myself. It's very easy to extend, it's not very occupied normally, very easy to hold. You can actually extend it even further if you need to, but I've never had to extend it any kind of further than that. But if you did have to extend it further, when you get up to this point here, right here, up to this point, you just keep going up. You have more mobs up top that you can kill. Now, this is like a super extended rotation, which, again, like I said, I don't think anybody would need to do this. But just in case you did. There you go. And now you're right back on track on the extended rotation part. And you just keep going with your grind. So, another little nice thing about this spot. This actually puts us directly at the Polly's Forest node with a nice open area right here next to the node manager. Plenty enough space that we can drop our tent again. As you can see, no mobs are coming over here to mess with us. We can have our horse safely over here. And this is also a real nice staging area, if you will, to grind this rotation over here, right? So, as you can see, that this is my favorite spot right here. Right here off the Polly's Forest node. That's the spot that I highly recommend. But let's say this rotation's taken. Well, let's go look at another one. This is most commonly referred to as main rotation, the one we're going to go look at, which is off Looney Cabin. It's actually kind of behind Looney Cabin. So let's get over there as fast as I can. We'll get right back to Looney Cabin, because that's where we started at, and I'll show you guys exactly how to go from there. As you can see, we are now back to Looney Cabin. Okay, so from Looney Cabin, the front steps, we're just going to take a left, and we're just going to go down this way. We're going to ignore all these mobs here. They're really not that important. Nice to farm karma off of, but for the most part, just no rotation for them or anything like that. Alright, right across this bridge here, we start getting to the back part of Polly's Forest, which is commonly known as the main rotation. So main rotation actually you can make 2 to 3 rotations off of main rotation. So you'll start here, right? See how I moved in, went across the bridge, went straight forward, came to this first pack here on the right, and I would kill this, move this way. Just a nice, easy, big circle. That's how we like it in this game, nice, easy, big circles. And you just keep killing these here. Go up this way. Well, it seems like there's somebody actually grinding here already, but we'll just keep going up this way. And then we will not go further up there, but we will kill this pack of mobs that I'm standing in front of here. And then we'll just wrap right back down. Kill this pack of dead mobs, obviously. Kill this. This and this. Now, here... Yeah, well, we'll kill this one as well. But here is a personal preference. Some people like to come here to this middle section and kill this pack of mobs and then go down there. But honestly, if you're not over clearing or, you know, you don't have an issue with the mob spawning in, I would just go straight to this pack of mobs and then cut right back across. And there you go. You have your complete rotation at main. But let's say that rotation's taken. Or you can't actually clear that much rotation. That's no big deal. It happens. We all got to start somewhere, right? So let's actually start at this pack of mobs now. Right? So we'll come in here, and you can actually stage your tent over here in this little corner. If you get like right up in this corner here, the mobs shouldn't attack you, and you can actually drop your tent and buff up and stuff like that. I wouldn't park my horse there, though, because the mobs will aggro to the horse. So we'll kill this pack of mobs. Go to this pack. Onto here. Onto here. There should be a pack of mobs right over here. Obviously, there's someone grinding here, so they're all dead right now. Keep going up this way. Here to here. And then this will be our last little pack right here. It's obviously all dead at the moment. But then we'll cut right back across. Get these. These. There should be mobs at all these spots, obviously. Head down here. Kill these. And these. And then we can actually head down the hill. Kill this pack. This pack. And this pack. Go right back to here. Kill this pack. And boom. Look at that. You're right back at the start. So that's 2 very easy rotations right there, right off the bat. Super simple. Okay, now let's say we can't clear the large rotation I showed you here. Okay, so we can actually make a rotation based off the inner mobs. So we'll start at this pack. Okay, we can actually run up here, hit this pack, to this one, and we'll just keep going straight over to this one, killing this and this. And then we're actually going to do something a little different than we did with the large rotation. We're going to come down. We're going to kill this middle pack. Over to this pack. Back down to this pack. And across to here. To here. And right back to our start. So it's actually super simple rotations. Right? And you can actually extend the rotations however you feel necessary. You know, there's so many different options that you could do here. Now, there is a rotation down this way that a lot of people will run. We'll start off at this pack here, come down here, kill these mobs, onto this pack, down to this pack, onto this pack, over to here, and as you can see, this is just a giant circle as well. Basically, all the rotations that you're going to run at Polys are just these nice giant circles. Now, this rotation is normally called side main. So it's right off of the main rotation, as you saw. And this is just right off to the side. I have actually kind of experienced higher geared players being in this rotation for some reason, if they're not at main rotation. So do keep that in mind. This isn't a rotation that I commonly run myself. So it's kind of up to you whether you want to or not. Like I said, I like doing the road rotation myself. But yeah, that's basically a general overview of Polys Forest, the nodes that connect here, some good rotations for you guys to run. And again, remember, you don't need to unlock Krokdalo's Trace or Looney Cabin in order to get the buff here at Polys Forest, just the Polys Forest node. And I do highly recommend you invest your energy in it to get it up to level 10. Now, another thing I want to mention too is trash loot, right? You can pull 10 to 12k trash loot per hour at this place. So what if you are pulling that much trash loot? What do you do with it? Well, let's say you're running the side rotation. Right where I'm standing here, I can have my horse, and I can load my horse up with trash loot. If I wanted to send the loot off to storage, it would go directly to Grana, right? So another thing to keep in mind about here at Polys Forest is a lot of people will look for PvP here. Whether it's on the Arsha servers or on the main servers, even though this is one of the best places to grind for newer players to get skill points and combat EXP, this could be one of the biggest hotspots for PvP as well. So if that's something you want to do, Polys Forest is also a great spot for that. Now, one last thing. Let's see. Head up this way. I just want to show you guys one last spot to be able to place your tent and stuff over here on the main rotation. Or like an AFK spot, I should say, if you need to step away for a second. So right over here on the main rotation across the way, we have these nice little hills and this little alleyway here. In this alleyway, there's no mobs, obviously, so we can just go straight up here onto this hill, and boom, you got a nice little overview, nice little AFK area. You can place your tents right down there. You can have a nice little spot, store your horse here if you want to. Keep them out of harm's way while you're grinding main rotation. And boom, you can store all your trash loot. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any more questions about Polys Forest or want any kind of clarification at all regarding anything that I discussed, please leave a comment, hit me up, let me know. I'm more than happy to explain in further detail if you have any kind of questions. You know, just let me know. You all have a wonderful day. I'll see you around.